As the alarm goes off, people are going to the shelter. Andrews is running. Hatch is shocked. He asks if Andre made him do it. Mike then sees the suicide. The kids are enjoying themselves. Andrews comes in shouting that Lloyd has killed himself. When the men come in for the watch, they see Peter dead. The shelter calls in, but the connection is bad because the antenna is snapped. Mike then sees the writing yet again. Hatch communicates through the car radio with the shelter. He's informed about the situation. When Hatch gets out, he sees Andre in a car, who then disappears. He's then seen smiling in an eerie manner. Robbie finds Lloyd in the writing. Whispers are in the air again and trees fall onto cars. Mike tells the guys to go to the fire station. Robbie and Hatch meet up. They both mention suicides and the notes left behind. Hatch says that Mike wants the men at the store. He then tells the shelter that the guys are alright. Mike questions Andre where his cane is and how he came to the island. He then asks about the message. The man says he knows many things, like Mike cheating on the midterm exam at the University of Maine. He then says that Jack got away with assault last year and then describes in detail what they did to a boy. He describes that the men were into the boy. Jack becomes angry and fires a gun. He hits Mike, who then falls over. However, Mike got only grazed by the bullet. Andre then hands him the bullet. The men arrive. No one understands what's going on. The storm is wild. Children are put to bed. Robbie's wife wants to leave him. Kat and Billy are outside grabbing some products. Billy is upset because she had an abortion of their child. She then questions him about Jenna and did the abortion because he was sleeping around with another girl. He tells her to get out. We then see Andre with his back towards them. He motions as if he's grabbing something. When Billy grabs a can, we see the cane on it. Andre then lifts his hands. As Kat is turned around, Billy almost strikes. But he doesn't, and Kat walks away. Andre says he's a coward. When Mike asks him what he's doing, he shouts, "Shut up." The cane is now in front of Kat. She grabs it and goes back to the shed. She then keeps striking Billy. Joanna hears a scream. Her mother says it's just the wind. Ursula thinks something happened to her husband Peter. She wants to go down to the store. Joanna comes to the shed. She finds Billy dead. Kat's beside him. She says that the cane with the wolf's head made her do it and then sings a song about the little teapot. Joanna tells Ursula about the murder. They then go together to Mike. The men at the shelter find Kat sitting in a corner singing a song. Mike asks Andre where his cane is and what he wants. Hatch then says that he probably wanted to be taken by them. Robbie says that they can kill him and no one has to know. When the ladies arrive, Ursula finds Peter and then breaks down. Mike's then told about Kat and the cane. He decides to go to the shelter. Ursula doesn't like Andre looking at her. He then sings the Little Teapot song. Simultaneously, Cora sings it as well. Andre then motions what Cora is doing. Mike is going to bring back the ladies and come back with more men. Hatch isn't comfortable being in charge. Cora then finds the cane in the bathroom. She opens the water and grabs her lipstick. Andre tells Mike to go on, they'll be fine. Kat is put in bed. A woman says that something happened to Cora. The women see that she has drowned herself. The same message is seen once again. Joanna finds her mom. Mike and the guys talk about the dead people. He needs some able guys. Robbie then sees his mother in the cell, saying that she wants to see him before she dies. He then slowly grabs his gun and says they had enough of him. Molly tells Mike that Andre will never see the inside of a courtroom. Maybe he should get rid of him. As the men try to stop Robbie, the doors are shut in their face. Andre continues to antagonize him. He then drops his gun as it is a snake. His mother then says she'll eat his eyes over and over again in hell. He then sends Robbie flying. When the other guy wants to pick up the gun, Andre breaks open the door. His eyes are black and his cane then releases beams of light. Things start floating and the gun starts shooting. The door then breaks open and the men start to scream. Mike arrives and sees the light. We then see Andre with ropes and a long staff. He tells Hatch to tell the people to give him what he wants and he'll go away. Andre then leaves. Hatch passes on the message to Mike. At the town hall, Mike is keeping watch with a rifle. It is nighttime and people are asleep. We then see that everyone's experiencing the same type of vision. After the storm on Little Tall Island, out of the 400 residents, 200 sought shelter, but all disappeared mysteriously. The Coast Guard found only 4 corpses. There has only been one case like this before in American history in 1587 in the village of Roanoke, Virginia. The only clue that was found was the carved word Croton on a tree. Everyone is walking in the snow and apologizing to Linoge that they didn't give him what he wanted. They then all jump into the ocean. People wake up and they all had the same dream. We see Andre in the lighthouse. In the morning, a man says that the lighthouse might collapse due to the storm. Everyone then goes outside to see it. As they are staring, a woman is suddenly snatched back. The lighthouse then breaks and falls over. More people are snatched back. Mike tells everyone to hurry back inside. Once everyone's inside, the guys go look outside. The kids inside are singing the Little Teapot song. Kat then hears whispers and starts crying. Ralphie is then called to a door. As Mike's picking up some toys, he sees toy blocks and affirms the name Linoge. This reminds him of the story about Jesus and his disciples who met a man with an unclean spirit with demons inside him. Jesus cast out the demons into a herd of pigs that ran into the ocean and drowned themselves. But before he cast the demons out, he asked their names. The thing inside said, "Our name is Legion, for we are many." Ralphie slowly approaches the door. The door then opens, and he walks in.